People have lived in Norway's capital area since the Stone Age. Since then, the population has grown. Around 1,000 years ago, when Harald Hardrada founded Oslo, only a few thousand people lived here.
I'm off to Akershus, back in a few weeks.
Okay.
Oh, what's this?
At that point in history, the Vikings probably didn't think the area would be home to 1.2 million people in 2015, who travel back and forth every day with a huge amount of luggage and goods. Every day, 900,000 individual trips are made on the public transport system, and in excess of 2.2 million such trips are made in private cars, totaling more than 3 million individual trips every day. The trips pan out like this. The infrastructure capacity, in particular during rush hour, is near its full potential. Considering a population growth over the next 15 years of 400,000 people, we're looking at a significant increase in the number of individual trips made on our public transport system, which will put further pressure on the transport system in the capital area.
It's so cozy when we all get to have this physical contact. Not enough of that in Norway.
Oh!
The main reason for long queues and packed trains and buses is the number of people living and working in the area, the use of private cars approaching sustainability limits, and the fact that Oslo is a hub for all traffic. Because all trains, many of the most trafficked roads, as well as a large portion of other public transport, are routed through Oslo city centre.
Does it have to be like this? I'm going to Bislett, not Oslo Central.
Something has to be done. The National Rail Administration, the Public Roads Administration and the Public Transport Authority, Ruter, are therefore collaborating on a concept study called Concept Study Oslo Hub. The study aims to suggest a complete public transport solution. For this reason, the people involved have studied the entire capital area transport system.
Traffic jams! We need to do something!
Within the big city areas of Norway, there is a goal to manage all increase in person traffic through cycling and walking, not to mention public transport, which has far higher capacity than any other means of transport. It's also environmentally friendly. There is an incentive for commuters to use public transport rather than driving in their cars, if public transport is a better, quicker alternative than the car. In order to achieve this, a range of actions need to be taken towards 2030 and 2060, which means we'll go from hub to network. This means increased frequency, new lines, better hubs, and a network of feeder lines. Secure and convenient connections must be offered to pedestrians and cyclists so that seamless journeys can be maintained. Not all commuters should be forced to pass through the city centre. Increased frequency means 5-minute intervals in inner city areas, 10-minute intervals in the outer city from Asker, Ski and Lillestrøm. Feeder lines outside these areas will get 30-minute intervals. Construction of a new rail tunnel from Oslo S to Lysaker parallel to the existing tunnel. This will enable separation of local and regional trains as well as shorter departure intervals. It will also increase rail freight capacity. The local train system will also get a new tunnel from National Theatre to the Alnabru area. This tunnel will open up new travel possibilities through the city centre, with possible new stops at Bislett, Sagene, Sinsen and Øken. The metro has already undergone a widespread technical upgrade. A new metro tunnel will be built from Majorstuen via Bislett, Stortinget and Grünerløkka to Breen. This new tunnel gives room for even more departures on the branch lines. It also lays the ground for 2 separate metro systems, crossing and connecting at Stortinget station.
Wow, this is fantastic! But how about the tram?
The tram gets 2 new lines, one along Ring Road 2 from Breen to Skien via Majorstuen, the other from Breen to Sinsen via Øken. New residential areas will be offered better public transport. At the same time, new crosstown connections are created. With new connections and increased frequency, we get an efficient, integrated public transport network. The regional towns around Oslo will be strengthened as public transport access hubs. Increased frequency on feeder lines provides better access.
Feeder lines? What are they?
Feeder lines are local buses and trams that bring people to the transport hubs. Here, commuters can switch to a better and faster alternative.
Okay.
Lysaker and Breen will be the main transport hubs on the west and the east side of the city, respectively. These are important hubs where regional trains and buses meet and connect with the city's public transport system. The switch from one carrier to another will be swift and easy. The streets of Oslo will have fewer parking spaces. Cyclists will have their own lanes. There will be more space available for pedestrians. These steps will make Oslo a safer and more convenient city for cyclists and pedestrians. A solid public transport system lays the foundations for an accessible and attractive city for the people living in it. Furthermore, it's a structuring factor for the city and the surrounding area's future development. By developing the hub into an integrated network, Oslo will get a public transport system that grows with its population. This will provide a sustainable capital area, giving its citizens the mobility to go wherever they wish, when they wish to do so.